Grandmaster Buell taught us years ago. He says, always watch with an eye for detail and listen with an ear for detail. So with the objective of listening with an ear for detail, I have discovered the value of reflective listening. By way of this process, we have now converted a complaining customer into a raving fan. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Stepping Stones to Your Success. This is Garland. Tonight we're going to be going through critical management skill number 4, which is called reflective listening. One of the things I've learned is people need to be heard. Grandmaster Buell taught us years ago. He says, always watch with an eye for detail and listen with an ear for detail. So with the objective of listening with an ear for detail, I have discovered the value of reflective listening. You know, this will serve us best when we're dealing with a disgruntled or upset student, parent, and or customer. The concept is really simple. The objective is to set your own emotion and ego aside and listen to the person's very real concerns and then work together on finding a solution. Now let's take a mental leap here. Let's imagine, if you will, a parent, student, or customer is approaching you and they're very upset. You go ahead and ask to meet in private in a meeting room, and the conversation should progress as follows. Number 1, I can tell you really needed to talk to me, so please share with me what's on your mind. Now, the objective here is to acknowledge that they are very important and you value what they have to say. Number 2, please let me repeat back to you what I think I understand that you said. In most cases, this person is upset, and you're there to help them shape what they're trying to communicate in a non-emotional way. Now, number 3 is option A, is I agree. The objective here is to diffuse the situation. It takes 2 people to fight, and if they're correct, then agree with them. Now, number 4 is option B, where you don't agree. Then I'll go into, I used to think the same thing. This is what we call third-party referencing. You know, I used to think exactly the same way. But then Grandmaster Buell shared some additional information. Let me share that information with you now. Now that we have this additional information, we may want to rethink our position here. There are some other options that we may want to consider. We have option A, B, and C. Let me explain those to you. Number 5 is, I can tell you probably need to still vent a little bit, and that's okay. Number next is, go ahead and let them speak their piece. Then we've had good success with explaining to them, you know, if blame is due for this error, it's probably due back on my shoulders because I'm the one that taught them. So, and I got to tell you, sincerely, I apologize. Now, we can spend more time talking about the problem. However, I believe our time would be better utilized working together to find a solution to this issue, and then taking corrective actions to prevent this from ever happening again. Number 6 is, thank you so much for your feedback. Now let's recap. I explained to them, I've learned to welcome feedback with open arms, and I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts, feelings, and concerns. Number next is to review the problem and concerns, and then go over the solution and the corrective actions. Then we make sure that meets with their approval, then we follow through on the course of action. Number 7 is reflective listening is the bomb. That means it's really good. So now we have a parent, student, or customer that is feeling respected and empowered because we took the time to listen to and repeat back their very real concern. They feel good because their opinions were valued, acknowledged, and appreciated, and they had input into the solution. By way of this process, we have now converted a complaining customer into a raving fan, which brings us back full circle on critical management skill number 4, which is called reflective listening. People truly need to be heard. So have a wonderful night. All the best to your family, and we'll be back to you real soon.